would you say to encourage people to come out to locals?
I don't know. There's nothing to be shy about. You just go, and then you don't even like if you're afraid to talk to people, you don't even really have to do it. Like you're forced to play against people, so you're gonna have to talk to them anyway.
Exactly.
I think it's just to just like not think about the people, just think about the cards. You know, just if you don't really have to say anything to anybody right away, if you're not comfortable, I feel like just being in the space alone is a good first step.
Yeah, you are literally forced to talk to people.
Definitely, practice makes perfect.
Right, exactly.
So that's the thing. Like I know many players are always scared of rulings. That was honestly one of the biggest things when I was first coming out, because I was scared like, oh, I don't want to make a fool of myself in front of people, whatever. But once I actually came here, what was nice is that everyone's super helpful and so nice, especially here in this locals.
Yeah.
Everyone just like, they'll help you out. They'll go like, oh, this is what this does, or oh, you can't do this. Well, you know, they help you out. They'll tell you rulings. They'll tell you what you can do next, how to improve your game. And that really is nice. It's nice to know that, you know, it's not just, oh, I'm playing you just to win and that's it. No, it's like, oh, let's all play together, have fun, help each other get better, learn the game more and stuff, and we all just bounce each other's ideas.
Right.
And I just also love that there's a lot of variety. So many people are playing different decks and stuff, and you're just like, oh snap, like, you know, his strategy is interesting. It can inspire me to do something else and whatever. It's just really nice to know that you can do so much and like everyone having fun. We all help each other out. It's not like one of those games where it's so competitive that we lose sight of the fun, you know.
Exactly. I just laughed. Okay, go. Okay. Alright guys, so welcome to today's locals episode. I don't even know what episode this is anymore, but yeah, I'm gonna have today's my redemption episode where I need to summon Numeron Dragon because I couldn't at all last week. So that is the main goal for today, and we're gonna be getting a lot of player interviews, and I want you to guys get the actual players experience other than me. So we're gonna do that, guys. It's gonna begin in about 5 minutes, so we'll see you then. Zoom and camera thing. Kenny.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? Our one pendulum player.
And
This is our trip.
how's it going?
This is our
Because Pendulum's best deck.
I know.
Best deck.
Did you bring it today?
Oh yeah, today
No, seriously?
I got a spicy Pendulum deck.
Oh god. See you in round 1.
All right, I'll see you. Hopefully.
I want a goon, because I am a goon.
You're a goon?
It's a goon.
You look like the Home Alone thing.
I beat Fire Brigade, I beat
Wow.
So, what did you bring for today? If you do want to share.
One activation, the reason battle phase.
I don't know if the camera even caught that, but okay. Are you excited?
Hell yeah. I'm playing Plunders. Yeah, I'm playing Plunders.
Okay, that's what it is.
I'm playing Plunders today.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I don't know who we're gonna see in round 1, but we'll see.
I'm gonna bolt my way to the Reba. Don't put that in.
Also guys, if you guys enjoy content like this, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Make sure to hit that notification bell to join our ever-growing squad. And also, if you guys are new here, welcome, and I hope you guys are enjoying all these locals vlogs. We have other like things that we do, so go make sure to check out those videos and all. And you guys are doing amazing in the comments. I feel like you guys are like my personal judges, so thank you for that. Thank you for actually like, you know, picking out what I actually did wrong. So I do read it and I do learn, guys. I do learn. So we're gonna take all that learning experience, we're gonna apply it to today. So let's see if I can go actually undefeated. And yeah, I will catch you in round 1. Zoom and camera thing. Harold?
Alrighty, so
Yeah.
let's get started on your second week with the deck, all right? Round one.
Oh, dear.
So you open double shifter. Like, that's not the worst, right?
And double lightning stone.
So shiftering here was
anything that goes
pretty good, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yes.
but you want to be playing around
Until then,
gamma.
it's
You want to be
fine.
playing around cards that can stop you from
bye.
resolving that shifter.
Oh,
So he set 5's pass, and this is really good because you do have LS in your hand,
Yeah.
and it's double LS, which is really powerful, right? So even if so what he does here is he's flipping the same cards over and over again, but he'll activate Solemn Judgment, right?
Okay.
So Lightning Storm says you can only activate one of these per turn,
Yeah.
but Solemn Judgment negates activation, so you can activate your next Lightning Storm.
So that's what I missed. I thought
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
because I technically
Yeah.
activated it.
And here,
Yeah.
you don't need to Twin Twister, right? You can just keep the cards in hand and just LS. All right, there's no point in Twin Twistering here when you have an LS in your hand.
Chain 2?
I mean, well, I drew the 2 shifters, so I don't need the other shifter. That's why, like, I thought, like, I'll
Yeah,
just
but
discard
the
this.
more cards you have in hand,
Yeah.
the easier it is for you to resolve your danger cards, right?
That too, yes.
So right, so like Twin Twister LS doesn't make sense, right? Like now, you could have had 4 cards in your hand, but now you're down to 2, right? Doesn't make sense. Ah, yes, the 400 attack Grand Maju.
Activate Astro Curry though.
Oh, this was an interesting play.
Yeah, I mean, going into Hita is cool, but the thing is, like, you can't. First of all, you can't even reveal Dingirsu without a numbered Xyz monster.
Oh,
It has to be a
okay,
numbered
okay,
Xyz
okay.
monster. Yeah.
I'll just enter
I'm
that.
almost certain.
I'll hit for
Yes.
50.
Let me know in the comment section if Astro Creeble locks you into Xyz summoning. It might not, but it is what it is.
Does it? I don't think it locks you into Xyz.
Yeah, so he'll pass on nothing here.
Stay by me. I'll alert.
Okay.
Draw 2.
Not in the imperm column. We are learning. We are learning.
I think I dumped the True Day.
Banish 10. No, not 10. How many do you banish?
5.
5?
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now banish one from hand.
Yeah, so if he doesn't have a response to this is lethal on board.
100 per banish.
So yeah, so this is just lethal on board, and I'm pretty sure the game just ends here.
It's only 700.
So at this point, we don't really know what the other players planning or playing because he didn't really fan out his graveyard or anything. So
Attack one first.
1850.
this man plays by the books.
And then 700 for Kitty.
So that's GG. So
Team.
a lot of mistakes. I mean, he
Lot of
bricked, but you did make a lot of mistakes. So let's see how it is in round 2.
So mainly with the LS.
Huh?
Mainly with the LS.
Yeah, with the LS, yeah.
Shotgun.
So he's gonna shotgun Red Eyes Fusion.
There it is.
He's gonna set 1 and pass. Okay.
Standby. Twin. Pitching.
So good job. So Twin Pitch Gizmek is really powerful. That's actually a really powerful play. So Allure of Darkness.
Cards get 3? I'm gonna negate that.
So he'll Dragoon negate the Allure of Darkness.
Even this?
Yeah. So you can choose.
Okay. Gizmek banish 8. Let's go.
Just summon, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what.
Summon Eater. By banishing.
What you could have done here is just banish your entire extra deck,
Yeah.
right? Because then Module would have been huge because you have 15 in your extra deck, 8 from Gizmek, that's 23, and that's 9,200 attack.
See, this is where, like, I guess me piling is just, you know, I was a weak pilot because I just wanted to save resources in the
Right,
extra
right.
deck. So, I mean, that was the weak pilot for me.
Okay. So he attempts to Dragoon negate the Eater,
No,
but he
it's one negate
can't
per
do
turn.
that
So one on your
because
turn,
one
on my
negates per turn. So he knows it's one negate per turn. But yeah, I guess he forgot that he negated the Allure, right?
Yeah, that's what I was pointing out here.
You negated my Allure of Darkness. With Dragoon.
So it banishes phase down.
That banishes face down, right?
Oh no, this is banished face down. Oh, face down, face down. Yes,
The only
face
time I
down.
actually got rid of it.
Then make
back
face
out.
2.
But that's when I had like 3,000.
Oh, that's okay.
So whenever with this deck, whenever you have Gizmek in your hand or field or graveyard, like it's
Okay.
you have a good chance of winning.
Okay.
So he'll
Save games.
yeah, so he'll resolve this, grabbing him Magician Salvation. Salvation will grab him Eternal Soul.
To send Eternal Soul from deck to.
It's been a while since I read these cards.
Well, I mean, you've never seen that card before because it's new, but
Effect
you
from
know.
hand. Summon.
So go effect. He'll dump. Okay, Dark Magician Girl. Okay. So maybe he has Soul Servant, maybe?
It's just monsters, not monsters. Yeah, just monsters.
So he's gonna link 2 into
No, 3 doubles.
link 2 into IP in the main monster zone. So you definitely can't do that.
I don't know why I didn't catch that.
Yeah, you
either.
definitely cannot do that.
That's so weird. I
Yeah,
didn't catch
that's
that. That is, you
that's
cannot do
illegal.
that, guys.
That's illegal.
On main.
Yes.
The whole evenly does become good against your
So he'll go Eternal Soul,
Just like luck.
summoning back a Dark Magician.
There's
Chain
your
1,
summon.
chain 2.
Yep.
So then since I
We
summon
need
Dark
Eternal
Magician,
Soul for.
They have one.
Okay.
They do?
Yeah, it's called True Light.
Oh, that's
that
true.
destroys the
It's
other monster.
insanely good.
Yes.
Maybe I'll make blue eyes, guys.
Turning hand 2.
Oh wait, it's your
So he judgments the
Kaiju.
the interrupted Kaiju Slumber, and that's okay
That's fine.
because it's still GG no matter what, right? So it's almost Maju.
Currently, this has
Your opponent does something very interesting here.
13.
AJ, I got it.
At time
13 times 400. I'll enter battle.
when you when you make before you
Oh, before battle? Yeah.
As of right now, she's
I gotta go back into the deck.
So he goes IP and Dark Magician
So I get
into a Nightmare Unicorn in the main monster zone with no cards in hand,
Oh boy. Yeah.
and he attempts to spin back the Grand Maju.
Oh, what do you?
to the end of the opponent's next.
But for Nightmare Unicorn, you need to discard a card. But with no cards in hand, it's really hard to do
Oh
that.
yeah, I do have to do this. I can.
But I think I have a special card.
Do your or
I hit it. I can do it. That's right.
Oh, okay. Sure. Then you had the IP. Do we wanna? Okay, sure.
No, I can. I
Yeah.
can do it.
not until your opponent's
So
next
I'll
to
enter
you.
battle. So Eater will declare to banish IP.
So what you could have done is just go Maju attack into the IP, and it would have just been game.
Yeah, I know.
Gizmek will go into.
And or Maju into Dark Magician Girl would have ended it too.
Could have done something else, guys.
I will follow
I've
you
been
guys.
misplaying the whole game.
Then Gizmek will go into.
Yeah, but again, guys, like you know, locals is where a lot of casual players come to play, and especially if they're playing a deck like Dark Magicians, clearly, you know, they are more of a casual player. So, you know, again, like you know, don't be throwing out around accusations. People make mistakes. You know, I make mistakes, and I'm the best player in the world. So,
This has 52K.
In the world? Have you won worlds?
well, we haven't had Worlds in 2 years, so who knows, you know?
Okay.
So you just won in your heart. It's just you.
GG.
Exactly.
In your heart.
All right, not bad, not bad, not bad.
Okay, guys. We didn't summon the Numeron Dragon, but I did summon the Maju for. It was tiny for 57,000. It was tiny, but it did win me the duel. So yeah, guys. We were going up against Dark Magicians, and yeah, I LS this player too many times. Yeah, it's like, oh my god, my opening hand 2 LS, and I was like, oh god, what am I gonna do with this? But I mean, it worked out. I feel bad, but that is what happened. So, no Numeron Dragon yet. So let's see what I can get into in round 2. So guys, I'll see you there. Zuzu and Camera.
Round 1.
Okay, so game
Ready,
2.
go!
I can already tell he's playing Sky Strikers.
Oh yes.
All right.
Imagine he just pops out like Grand Maju or something.
So he'll set to and pass.
Yep.
But luckily we have a Twin Twister pitching Pankratops. Didn't you have a Gizmek in hand? Or was I bugging?
No, I don't think I get Gizmek.
I played Darko and Overlord.
So Sharkan and Imperm.
On a card that was on, I think I thought it was funny.
I'll activate Astro Crable.
This line of play is actually correct.
Ah, my bad about the ding again.
Yeah.
Active. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you dangered first, you might have lost Astro Kribo.
But the summon was on the castle. It's a freaking front.
Yeah, I didn't want to lose the Karibo.
And then I will activate.
So he hits the Thunderbird, and now you're on a 50-50. Do you win or do you lose?
Oh, we about to
I do this all the time. Like don't do this. Like
What?
you'll lose games this way.
What?
But 50-50 on a danger is
Oh no, I needed to though.
Oh, you high rolling bad. So luckily he doesn't hit the danger. You get to draw a card
What?
that you didn't
I forgot.
do.
Yeah.
You forgot to. You know what? You saw the finish line and you were like, I don't need nothing else. She saw the finish line and I was like, I don't need it. I don't need a card. I just gotta win.
You know, that was my mindset, to be honest. I was like, and I'm gonna win anyway. I'm winning.
Wow.
I'm doing this. I'm
Wow,
doing
That's
this.
how you get punished bad. That's how you get punished. This is the quickest game one that you can possibly have. Well, I mean, but that's the point of the deck, right? Like that's like
That's literally the
point
point
of
of the. This man didn't see it coming. He kept reading. What is this?
I mean, I would have kept reading.
What-
Too.
what is
I
this?
would have kept reading. Too.
Yeah, like, what is this dragon?
He said, "God damn." All right, so game 2.
Round 2.
I don't know how you lost this game with Macro Cosmos in your hand.
I know.
It's actually insane.
I don't got this, by the way. He's at 13,000.
And Golden Castle.
Activate.
That's what I'm saying. Like there should have been no way. You misplayed a lot in this game, actually.
Yeah, I'm like grandma just negated this.
So what you can, okay. What you should have done is made like Hope Harbinger.
Oh, you think I should have made Hope?
Yeah, because it's a spell and trap negate, right? Or a spell negate.
On standby.
And
Well, I
Strikers
can't
is
make
all
it
spells.
anyway, so. Because he
Right, he sniped it,
it.
So what's the scale? Hyper dark, focus type monster. Wow.
Fusion Destiny.
Yeah.
So you can't Verte under Macro Cosmos because it's cost, but you can Fusion Destiny. But I mean, his Dasher and Celestial are banished, so I mean that's a plus.
Nice, yeah.
Like a whole effect, pop the Rose, pop the Macro. You know, this man, he knows Golden Castle can hurt him. You know what I'm saying?
Standby.
Oh my God, and has anti-spell fragrance. Come on, guys. Come on, Jen.
Come on, guys. Come on, Jen. I'm telling you, the deck loves its owner. You are the owner.
It does. It does.
To activate if it's true.
True to effect, target DPE. He'll go DPE.
Oh, sorry. Destroy the
Okay. Oh, you target the back row. He'll chain Imperm, and then he'll chain DPE to pop the Imperm and what? Okay, pop the True Day, sure.
Keep flipping my cards, thinking it's gonna change.
See, like you don't need to shock. So a lot of players like shotgun cards because they just simply like they don't understand how to play.
Okay.
Like shotgunning is really bad,
Okay.
and I learned this early on in my Yu-Gi-Oh career too. That's why like I don't shotgun now anymore.
So I should.
Because I know the game more, right?
I shotgun
You
more.
just don't know the game enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, and then and then on standby.
So you didn't need to do that because now he can just pop it with the DPE, right?
Yeah.
So if you had that card set, although he didn't pop it, which he should have, but yeah.
So do you think I should have said it at all?
No, you definitely said it, but don't flip it, right? Because then he'll go DPE, pop the castle of the Maju. I mean, which he popped the Maju, but you know your anti-spell fragrance. Because you're allowing him to play around the anti-spell fragrance as opposed to him not knowing you have it, right? But generally with anti-spell fragrance, you do want to activate it in the standby phase because he has player priority, so he can activate a spell if he wants to in the main phase, but not in the standby phase, obviously. So go end phase, add Widow.
Standby? Yes.
So you pay maintenance cost first, so just keep that in mind. Your player, so you have player priority.
I'm gonna show you something sick. So
Maybe.
It's up to you.
Special summon?
It's interesting that he did that though.
It happens on your turn too.
That he popped the golden test?
Yeah.
So, lower.
Ah, yes. DPE beatdown. Set pass, okay. There was no need for you to set the trade in, because if you drew a level 8 for turn, then you can use trade in. But now you don't have a trade in, so.
Well, I can't. I have to set it first because of anti-spell anyway.
Yeah, but if you don't set anything,
Yeah.
his DPE pops itself because of Fusion Destiny. Or it has to pop something. Or it just dies. So he'll end up popping anti-spell fragrance anyways.
Oh wow, okay, so this is the side.
You know what I'm saying? So like you keep setting, and he keeps popping the set card because he doesn't care about anti-spell fragrance because he has DPE, right?
Trust me, I'm not kidding.
Because terraforming and trading would have came in really handy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you know you survived for like 2-3 turns,
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
and whenever you give like a deck like Red Maju a turn or two, like it's just it's like insane.
Yes. It's one for turn.
Am I made?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hard. Yeah, it's a
That
hard
is
turn for
fine.
but it's also only one.
Okay, I'll just say pass.
MP.
Yeah.
Then, but
I'm
Yeah,
assuming
everything great.
Yeah.
DP comes back.
But DPE is a really hard card to deal with.
Well, if I didn't draw any kaijus, that's if
Yeah,
I could
kaijus are a
kaiju
good
it.
out to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Change. To banish it.
Wow. Oh wait.
Called by the grave. I mean,
Yeah,
you still
if
pay
I'm-
cost.
If I'm, you'll still banish the 8,
Okay.
but since I'm chaining this to that,
Yeah.
it's gonna get
Right,
banished.
right. By something. Okay, this
Yeah.
Okay, no.
I was gonna do this really nice.
All right, so round 3.
Lady, go!
Oh god. Stand by. Sorry.
Yeah.
Chain.
So okay, so he had called line. Had the called line. All good, all good.
Had it. He had it.
At the called by. Yeah. At the called by.
No,
Sure.
I know.
But your hand is amazing. So, I mean, again, like Grand Maju is kind of like a high roller deck where you need to draw your cards because you don't make your cards, or you know you can't really search. You need to draw as many cards as possible. So he grabbed multi-roll and passed. So he Lancia it, but again, you can chain the Gizmic in hand to Lancia. Okay?
Yeah.
Because it's cost. It doesn't matter, it's cost.
You cannot target cards with control card effects.
I'll call fusion.
So D-Berry Call Fusion is pretty good because it stops DPE for a turn. But again, like, you know, you need to capitalize on the turn that you've just given yourself. Of course, they always see the goddamn
Yeah,
end gauge.
They hit it. They hit it.
They always see it. Always see
Yep.
it.
Oh, directly. Okay.
Ah, we gotta wait for your opponent to declare on something. You can't just be flipping cards and giving card knowledge. You know what I'm saying? A lot of new players like do that. They're like, oh, is that ashable? And like, obviously you have ash, right?
Right.
Like, don't give up card knowledge. Card knowledge is something that like better players will take advantage of, and what a lot of newer players tend to give that advantage.
But you can't really avoid it, right? Because
I mean, you could have waited, because then you would have
Right.
heard him say, I'm attacking directly.
I take, it's a...
Sorry, gain another 100.
There's the loophole. It says cannot special summon. I could.
So now, the other player is gaining a lot more advantage on you right now. Like engage is a +2 or it's a +1, but it gets you exactly what you need. So.
Once per turn, I can target dark spell cast attack monster. I control.
So he adds Widow, then Widow target multi-roll will set the Widow. That's why multi-roll is such a powerful card, because it makes Shizuku actually like the cards that you grab from Shizuku actually playable. Pot of Desires, best card in the deck.
Yeah, but it doesn't do anything. Like I literally can't activate it.
Yeah, Dash.
It's okay. You know what? It's okay. It's okay. So you know that he has a Widow set, 1 unknown, and probably 2 more hand traps. But I mean, again, that's just knowledge we don't know.
3, 4. Yeah.
9 minutes left.
Yeah, so you can't reveal Ningirsu.
Yeah,
Guys,
I know.
You cannot
Yeah,
reveal
it's the
Ningirsu.
number
It's the
Xyz.
numbered Xyz.
Number Xyz.
So if you made your Glublion, you could have sat on that card forever.
Because it can't be targeted.
It can't be targeted. It can't be destroyed by battle or card effect because of Astro Kuribo.
Yeah.
Like that Draglublion would have literally you could just kept beating
Just
into
tanked it.
Just keep tanking into it with Draglublion, yeah.
Rare effect?
No, and then you have to chain Lancelot to pop a face-up card on the field.
I did not know that was a.
Yeah, that's why Lancelot is so good.
Mandatory.
Yeah, that's why Lancelot is so good.
Sure.
I do not get that effect.
But yeah, Draglublion here would have been so much better. So much better.
Okay, so no.
Just sat on Draglublion for like a
You
couple
would
of
have
turns.
literally won, yeah. You would have just sitting on Draglublion just auto wins you the game. Like it's that good.
Kagari effect, target engage.
Like it's just one step into the full combo of OTK. But Sky Strikers have a really tough time outing cards that cannot be targeted.
So.
Oh, like Dragoons?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, when you summon Dragoons against like a striker player, they have to go into Ningirsu to out it, but they have to get to Ningirsu, right? So.
Like I never do.
Okay.
I don't know.
Watch me break this turn.
Huh?
Watch me break this game.
Oh, don't worry. I am totally.
So he didn't take it, which was weird. But I mean, unfortunately, he had double Widow, so I mean, nothing you could do about that. But
Oh, another Widow. Okay.
Activate.
pretty sure he grabs Afterburners, yeah. So he grabs Afterburners here, which is correct. And I'm pretty sure, I think he drew into his last Widow.
He did, yeah.
So nothing you can do against Heart of the Cards, right? Like that's just
Heart of the Cards.
It's just Heart of the Cards. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Go Afterburners. Yep. Pop. Yep.
We only got 6.
So he links off for Kagari, target engage, and then just activate engage again. Oh my goodness.
Crazy.
Insane.
Yo, damn, dude. I always thought. Part of my sleeves a little different.
Hey, this was a winning deck for a reason.
Yeah, but you could have won game 2 and game 3. It just didn't even need to get to game 3.
They're nice custom sleeves. I love them. I will go first.
Activate. I get intake. I drew into the other one with
Wow,
engage.
you drew. Okay.
Yeah, so you shotgun the Gizmag. Usually you want to wait.
That's
Because
a
like the
battle
one
phase.
downside to strikers is that they can't really punch you for game, right? Because all their monsters are like 1500, around 1500, right? So.
Entornado.
And then this should be game. So yeah, I mean, you had a lot of opportunities to win the game. You definitely could have won game 2 if you played properly. But this card game is, a lot of it's up to variance, so there's a lot that you can't do anything about. That's just the nature of the game and why the game is so fun. But overall, good job, and hopefully next week you're taking your baby back.
I'm taking my baby.
Hopefully you do better than that time, all right, guys? So we'll catch you in a little bit.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so round 2 just ended. I did do Numeron. It did come out. Game 1 ended very fast. Then game 2 and game 3 kind of went on, and yeah, I misplayed. Obviously I had like a couple of misplays. But yeah, I think it was a very good game overall. And here is our opponent, RJ.
How you doing?
RJ's telling me all the points for strikers. But yeah, called by the great for a D ship.
Yes.
That was good. That was good. Yeah, you landed me.
Yes.
How could you?
Wow, that's crazy. I can't get OTK. My hand was weak.
But yeah, overall great game.
Thank you.
So much, and we will see you guys in round 3.
Hello, what's your name?
What's up? I'm Pedro.
Alright, Pedro, what are you playing today?
So today I'm actually playing Dark Magicians. So you can see, got the girl. So this deck is a little different than your normal Dark Magician. It's because I have it mixed in with a Fusion Destiny. So I'm actually playing. It's focused on Dragoon, but also Destroyer as well.
Yeah, playing both DPE and Dragoon.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice.
So it's kind of cool because, like, you know, when I can't go into Dragoon, I can go into Destroyer. So.
All right, it's a lot of breaks, but if it works, it works. There you go.
Right, when I used to run.
So how was your round? What'd you play against?
I played against Invoked. I mean, my round was okay. I feel like it could have gone better, but it didn't go so well for me because I lost. So.
All right. So, any words you have to say about the locals, the scene, Yu-Gi-Oh in general?
I love the game. You know, actually, I was out of the game for like 3 years, and I came back because, again, it's fun. I love playing the game. But I think the experience is pretty cool. I like the competitiveness of like locals. You know, building a new deck and like competing against other players, and it's kind of like never ending because like new cards will come out, and then you kind of like build a new deck again because you're trying to like compete. So. Overall, the experience is great.
Good words from people who think about going locals.
Unaffected by traps.
Good luck on your next round, man.
Thank you. Peace.
Alright guys, so this is Vince.
Hi. Hi YouTube. Hi Mom.
Yeah, so what were you playing? Explain to the viewers what you were playing today.
I was playing Phantom Knights
Now.
with a Scythe and a DPE.
Toxic.
Yeah, definitely toxic.
No, guys. How did the Sanaphon work on you? Remember the graveyard? You couldn't special summon for the graveyard? Did that kind of like...
It threw me off, but you going second, or you going first actually threw me off. Because I decided in going first.
Yeah. I started going second.
Yeah.
I'm very first too. Yeah.
So that one threw me off because I had to ditch the danger cards.
Oh, you also had danger cards?
Yeah, I had the level 3 guys.
Okay. Yeah.
And I couldn't special summon from the grave.
Right.
And then I just have to, but I drew all the extenders. So all the extenders were in my hand. So I was able to out it and then win.
I know, yeah.
But
So
good job,
Vince got it. Because I never really played against PKs, so that was pretty new for me too.
Oh, really?
That's why I was like constantly reading your cards like, what does this do? What does that do? I got OTK'd pretty bad.
Twice.
I got OTK'd twice.
I'm sorry.
It literally ended in 10 minutes. I thought he was playing Grandma Joe.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, so
I hate this deck.
I got hit bad.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Man, I don't know. Like I sided in 11 cards.
And you saw none.
I saw none. I
Oh
would have
my
figured
God.
I at least saw one, but
Yeah.
it didn't happen. And Demi OTK'd me twice. And so that happened, but yeah. So today they're ending early because actually we have a mini snowstorm. So this is
There's a
actually
lot.
the last round. So yeah, I guess we'll see you guys next week for locals.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you. Oh my God, did you guys see this? It is coming down. So this is why we have to close locals early today because we want everyone to get home safe. But it looks really pretty. That's why I'm filming it. Alright guys, so we'll see you back at home. Alrighty, so you got it. No, Kenny's one of our OGs. So give us an in-depth breakdown of your deck.
Okay.
Okay. We'll see you down here.
Pendulums is best deck, so be ready to learn. Alright guys, so to start off we have the 3 Performer Pal Celestial Magician. Very good card. It actually helped me out twice because during the end phase, if you summon this, depending on the amount of monsters on the field, the types, you can get different effects. If it's a pendulum monster other than itself, you get a search at the end phase. If it's a fusion, you can attack directly. XYZ doubles attack. And synchro, most important, what I've done a lot is if you have a synchro card while this card is on the field, you can activate it and your opponent cannot activate monster effects for that turn. So it definitely helped me out once I brought out a Baron de Fleur, and this guy, basically my opponent cannot activate any other effects for the most of the turn, rest of the turn. 3 of those. Then I have 3 double Iris Magician. Obviously very important staple in the card. Finally went back to 3 where it deserves to be. It is your searcher for your time pendulum graph and your star pendulum graph. For the most part, you're generally searching up time pendulum graph, which is the trap card. Then you got 3 harmonizing magicians. Again, another great card. On Pen Summon, it's able to bring out another magician pendulum monster from the deck to the field, and then you can either use it to synchro or link summon into a Huckery Falbrax. Then we got 3 Oath Dragon Magicians. 3 Oath. Generally, you want to see this in scale almost all the time, because in scale, if there's another magician card in the other zone, you're able to add back a magician monster from your extra deck, a pendulum from the extra deck, add it back to your hand, which has been helpful a lot. You can synchro with harmonizing or link it away, and then add it back to your hand. And then I've either done other plays or at least helped me out to extend for the next turn. Also, I generally summon this card out from the deck to the field to bring out a Baron de Fleur. Next, we got 3 Wisdom Eye Magicians. Helpful if you ever brick or so, you can just activate it and it'll allow you to, if you have another magician card in the other zone, you can pop itself and place another magician card back into the zone. This effect is not a hard once per turn. It is not even a once per turn. So if it gets ashed or anything like that, you can always just reactivate it, no problem. You can even, if you have just 2 of these cards, activate both, and then activate both, and getting another 2 different scales easily. So it definitely helps out with setting up the scales that you want. Next, I have just 2 Purple Poison Magicians. I like 2. I don't like to have 3. I know some people like to play 1. I like 2 because I sometimes do want to see it, and it does help me out with the extra pop. It does come in clutch a bunch of times. I can either increase a monster's attack by 1200 as long as it's a dark spellcaster, or I just use it as an extra pop. So I can either do it with Time Pendulum Graph to pop itself and pop another card, or I've done it with DPE to pop this card and then another card again. Then I have just 1 Tuning Magician. I only need 1. I'm generally seeing this card through Hucky Fibrax, so I don't want to really see this card ever in my hand. And that's pretty much the only way I'm bringing it out. This helps me out with, I'll show you another how to do that later, but generally this 1 card can bring out Dagda in 1 shot. Then I have 2 Performapal Pendulum Sorcerer monsters. They're both helpful because they help me pop my scales or monsters on the field. This helps me to search either my Performapal Celestial Magician or my Skullcrabat Joker, and as long as I can pop up to 2 and add either 1 or 2 depending on whichever, and then I can either get some effects depending on what card I pop. So this card has been very, very helpful. I only want to see 2. I don't want to max it out at 3 because sometimes I rarely want to see it. I want to see it sometimes, just not all the time. Then I got the max that it's allowed, 2 Skullcrabat Jokers. These 2 are very helpful in the sense that I can just normal summon and then add a pendulum card from my deck to the hand as long as it's a Magician, Performapal, or Odd Eyes monster. Generally with this card I'm searching out my Celestial or my Double Iris Magician. And then the 1 toxic card that everyone loves, Artifact Scythe. We have many ways. We have ways to get this out, drawing it, Dagda, mostly Dagda, to bring it out. And then we have Destiny Heroes Celestial and Dasher and just 2 Fusion Destinies in order to bring out DPE. We also have another spicy play. I play 1 Destiny Hero Plasma and 3 D-Force. This helps me out in the sense that I'm able to search out my Plasma, which is my spicy tech, and at the same time, people don't realize that with Fusion Destiny, if I'm ever to brick and add one of these cards or see one of these cards in my hand, I'm able to still send my Destiny Hero Plasma with whatever other Destiny Heroes in the deck and fusion out DPE that way still. And D-Force, if my Plasma's in the grave or in the deck, I'm able to search it with D-Force on activation. The other benefit to D-Force is that my opponent, as long as Plasma's on the field, my opponent cannot target cards I control, and also my Plasma cannot be destroyed by card effects. And it gains attack equal to all monsters in the graves. That one downside to it is that I cannot draw during my draw phase. But that limitation is only there as long as Plasma is on the field. The other upside is that sometimes I don't bring out Plasma. It kind of depends on the situation. But the way my deck is structured is even if I don't get the draw, I am able to plus with other cards, because the way the Magician engine works is that you're still able to plus off of its own cards, and so the not drawing during your draw phase isn't that much of a limitation. I have just 1 instant fusion, and the one target for that is my Millennium Eyes Restrict. I only do it just in case to draw, stop any hand traps or so. That's about it. And then I play 3 Duelist Alliance. This helps search any of your pendulum monsters or pendulum spell traps. And some of the ones that you will be trying to find is the 2 pen calls. I love to see sometimes pen call in hand, but sometimes you don't really want to resolve it because your Wisdom Eye and some other effects kind of contradict. So kind of it's more situational. It depends on how your hand is looking. So sometimes with Duelist Alliance, you're not going to be adding the pen call. You'll be adding something else. And then for the final 3, I have Time Pen, 2 Time Pendulum, and 1 Star Pendulum Graph. I like to have 2 just in case I ever lose one or something happens to it and it's gone. I like to have an extra one just in case. I have had the chance where I have just these 2 set or so, and then this stays in hand and I can just like wait on it, hold it, and it's a nice little backup. I like to have 2 just in case. And Star Pendulum Graph has been really, really clutch because I'm able to activate Time Pen, remove a card from my field that it's a Magician, and then just add another Pendulum card during that same turn because of Star Pen, which is very, very nice. And that is the deck. Now we're going to the extra deck. For extra deck, I have 1 Majestic Moon Maiden. This you can use any level 4 or lower spellcaster type monster, which is when this card comes into play, the Tuning Magician, because with Tuning Magician, then you're able to, if you bring it out with Halqifibrax, bringing it out, link it out with Artemis the Moon Maiden, then what you can do is its effect is in the grave. You can, if you control 2 Magician monsters in the Pendulum Zone, which majority of the time you do, you bring this out again and link these 2 and go into Dagda, which is what these 2 are for. Halqifibrax, Artifact Dagda, and Artemis Moon Maiden. A very good package. The other upside is that Halqifibrax during main phase, you are during your opponent's main phase, you are able to send itself or banish itself to summon out a synchro monster from the extra deck to the field. Usually you're bringing out Wonder Magician, and if you do that, you're popping your Scythe, special summoning the Scythe, and then on activation of Scythe, you chain this card to it, and you're able to synchro. And once you're able to do that, you're able to bring out Baron de Fleur, which is a nice little combo that it has. Then next, what I have is also Predaplant Verte Anaconda, which is what is going to get you your DPE. These out to the side. Then I have Celine, Apollosa, and Access Code Talker. The Celine is generally just to get to Access Code Talker, and that's pretty much it. And Boat of the Go Goddess, I generally just go into to stop any hand traps or so and protect my combos, just to make sure I'm not getting Nibiru'd or anything, because Nibiru is a hard counter to this deck. Next, for fusions, I have a Maneliumizer Strict and a DPE. Both very good. Majority of the time, you will be seeing your Destroy Phoenix Impulsion. Your DPE is going to help you out a whole bunch. A whole bunch. Then, lastly, I have Abyss Dweller, Tornado Dragon, Bagushka, and Time Star Magician. Time Star Magician helps out a lot because it is able to protect your scales and is able to protect your monsters on field. If a magician pendulum card would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can negate its destruction by sending a spellcaster type monster from my deck to the grave instead. So then I'm able to get the effect of Time Pendulum Graph, which is to pop a card my opponent controls and send a card of theirs. Tornado Dragon is generally just to, if I ever really need to pop any extra cards or so, or if I need to pop my own cards in worst case scenario. And Bagushka is for those cases where I cannot break the board or I have nothing to really do, so I bring out Bagushka to kind of like help me get to a better play, to at least help me survive for a turn or two. And then lastly, I have Abyss Dweller, which is great against PKs and any other graveyard reliant deck. And that is it for the Pendulum deck.
Alrighty guys, so we're gonna open all of these LTS packs. So Susie doesn't open mine when I get home. Alrighty, Kenny.
Alright.
Do you want to switch any of these? You want to gamble or?
I don't know.
Should we just deal with the hand we're done with?
Let me.
No, no feeling.
That feels slightly better. But
okay, I'm taking it.
Alright.
So we'll open our 15s together.
Alright, let's do this.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Snap. Okay.
Alright, so then that means this has to be the ulti.
Imagine.
Damn. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Take these. Alright, Jen, would you mind helping me open one of these?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope your luck can help me out.
Oh, imagine. Oh, Penguin Soldier. Ready?
That's okay.
That's nice.
I like tokens. I like tokens.
Tokens are nice.
Alright.
Come on, Kenny.
Damn. Alright, last pack.
Wait, let me see. That it's the only one trade. There's a line, but I don't know. I don't know if it actually works.
Okay.
I didn't see it.
Okay. Jen is giving me hope. The one card in my deck.
No.
Darn. That's okay.
There. It's okay.
That's okay.
We're dealt whatever hand we have. Alright guys, so we will see you at home. This is on camera thing. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed today's Locals episode, and I know, I didn't go undefeated. I didn't have the best record, but I definitely had fun with this deck. I started out with, I think my first competitive, like kind of competitive with coming back was like, I even made like the whole like Blue Eyes rank 8 turbo, so it was nice. Finally summoning Numeron Dragon, even if it was just one time, but I kept up to my promise. So yeah, so this will be the end for Grand Maju for Jen, because next week I'm finally bringing back my baby because I need to practice for the PPG that we will be attending in Tampa, Florida at the end of January. So I need to practice for that because I actually want to have a good record in that event, guys. So root for me there. So, and I made like a couple changes. Obviously, I bring my baby, Invoke Dogmatica DP, but I may have added a little thing. So you'll see that in next week's locals video when I go to train. And guys, so if you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to join our OG squad. And also, again, thank you for our newer viewers for coming here and just liking us, enjoying what we do, and just thank you all guys for that. And make sure to leave a comment down below if I made any mistakes. Obviously I did. And yeah, just leave a comment down below if you guys are also playing Invoke, Dogmatica, DP, Fallen of Albaz, Branded, whatever. Just leave a comment down below. I would love to hear what tech choices you guys have, and if you guys are coming to a PPG event, come down and say hello to us. We always love meeting you guys, so maybe we'll see you there when we're in Florida, guys. So I do not want to keep you for any time any longer. So this was Jen from HeadtoHead Battles, signing out.
What's up, guys?
If you haven't subscribed, make sure to click that button right there in the middle.
Also, if you haven't watched that video that YouTube is recommending you, it's probably crazy, all right? Go watch it. This is Susu from HeadtoHead Battles,
Jen from HeadtoHead Battles,
signing out.